You guys, it's a new year, it's 2018, and I'm not dead. Oh my gosh, you guys. Whew. I am just so happy to be back in front of the camera because it's been a hot minute since I've, uploaded, so, yeah. Let's just get into it. Okay, as you can see, my intro is gone for now. That is because I'm working on a new intro that I'm pretty proud of so far, but it still needs a little bit of work. It is snowing so hard outside, but it's so pretty, so it's okay. It's all good. Maybe I shouldn't be so happy about the snow because I have to go to an appointment later and the roads are probably going to be horrible, so that should be fine. But I mean, hey, it's pretty. Today it is going to be my New Year's starter pack. This is basically what I use to get in the mood of the new year and to get motivated and all that jazz. So I'm pumped for it. Hope you are too. I hope you enjoy this video. Before I start, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you are subscribed and if you want to get notified every single time I upload, click the little bell icon down below. Thank you. Anyway, for my New Year's starter pack, I've got just a little jumble of things that help me get into the mood, help me get motivated and whatever. One thing that I use to really get into the new year and to just set goals and everything like that, you have to have a good notebook, for sure. This says, today is a story worth telling. I got this last year, I believe, and I've filled up a lot of it just with goals and plans and layouts and all sorts of stuff. Journals, notebooks, whatever you want to call it, you need it, okay? I've got my journal that I mentioned in a video before. It's right here. One of the goals that I have is to do my daily journal, and so far I have been doing weekly journals. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. As far as what else I put in here, I made this layout that I saw on Pinterest, movies to watch, and I just drew out a bunch of popcorn and I just put the movie title inside each popcorn. A couple other movies that I really want to watch this year is Forrest Gump. I know, I haven't seen it, and everyone like freaks out when I tell them that I haven't seen it, but I'm going to watch it this year for sure. Also, Doctor Strange, I haven't seen that, and I'm a huge Marvel fan, as you guys know, so I need to get that done ASAP. I also have the same thing with books as well. This is another thing that I found on Pinterest, and I just drew all of these out. All of these are just titles of the books that I want to read, and a couple of them are colored in. Like, we've got The Girl on the Train, we've got Wuthering Heights, Someday Someday Maybe, and that's pretty much it because my reading game in the fall is not that strong, so yeah. If you guys want to know, I'm currently reading The Great Gatsby. I like it so far. I'm about 50 pages in. So that should be good. And then I have lined up, I'm going to read Les Miserables next, which is crazy because it's over 1,200 pages, but I love the musical, and I've wanted to read that book for so long that I'm super pumped about it. And then after that, I want to read The Princess Bride. Oh my gosh, guys. I watched The Princess Bride for the first time, I want to say 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. I only watched it once, and then I watched it the other day, or no, I really felt like watching it the other day, and I couldn't find a good way to watch it, so I was like, I'm just gonna buy it, and it was pretty cheap on Amazon, so I bought it, and I've decided that it is my favorite movie of all time, right next to Four Brothers, because I love Mark Wahlberg. But yes, The Princess Bride, all-time favorite movie, if you guys want to know, a little fun fact. And it's based on a novel, so obviously I had to get the novel, and obviously I'm going to read it this year immediately. But yeah, I just write, like I said before, I just write monthly goals, annual goals, resolutions. I have a spending tracker on here. I also have a thing where I keep track of how many pages I've written in certain books, and then I color in the squares. I count by 10 pages. and then I'll color a little thing whenever I write 10 pages of a certain book or whatever. That's what I did with Nobles for the longest time. I do this kind of the same thing with TV shows too. You can see I had Teen Wolf here. This isn't updated at all, but I had Teen Wolf here and I colored everything in because Teen Wolf's over. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so another thing that I have that kind of goes with that are just a bunch of trackers, basically, like meal plan trackers, habit trackers. What else do I have in here? A workout calendar, grocery list, water intake, all that stuff. So I actually printed off all of these sheets from the Blogilates website because I'm subscribed to them, and then you get a bunch of these trackers for free. So I highly recommend doing that if you guys want these really cool planners. And there's also monthly calendars that are just really colorful and stuff that you can print off and do whatever you want with it. But I have habit trackers here. See, and then you just color in, you know. I have, if you guys want to know my habits, I have on here, good habits. Read every day, exercise, no unhealthy sugar, practice Italian, journal, Bible study, take vitamins, early riser, which is I want to wake up between 7 and 8:30 a.m. I know it's really specific, but I mean, I heard you're supposed to be specific if you really want to see results. No spending, no caffeine. And then this is what the workout calendar looks like here. So I just have it all categorized into what I want to work each day. And then we've got the meal planner for each week. Sunday, Monday, you know, all that jazz. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, water, all up here. So yeah, so that has really been helping me to just keep track of everything and to be more organized, because that's another thing that I really want to be this year, is more organized. Another thing for the New Year Starter Pack, planners. Okay, guys, because you can't not live life without planners, okay? I hat off to those people who do, but I just can't. I have two, as you guys know. So this is the Blogilates calendar, which is kind of like a fitness and health type planner, which I've shown before. I'll link that video somewhere so that you guys can look at it if you want to really get into depth with all that jazz. But you know, it's just got the cute little calendar here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's okay. And it's cool because each month you write down 3 things to accomplish. So this year I had begin building a new wardrobe because I want to change up my style. I have do the 28-day reset challenge, which is something Cassie does for Blogilates, you know, just to detox your body and stuff. And finish reading Nobles because I still haven't finished reading it. I'm trying to read it first as a reader and make notes with the little sticky tabs that I showed you guys before. And then I want to start editing it in February for sure. I mean, all the merrier if I can, you know, start editing it this month, but just with all the stuff happening this month, it just, you know, I'm just giving myself goals to just kind of go on, and if I can, you know, do more, then great. And then I have this other planner that's just, you know, your regular everyday planner. It says let new adventures begin. And by the way, guys, my theme for this year, so I've had a theme. I started this whole theme thing last year. My theme for this past year was finding yourself, because I just kind of, I don't know, just being in college and stuff, I just kind of started to lose who I was, and I don't know, I just wanted to dedicate a year to doing that. I really did discover a bunch of things about myself that I didn't realize before, and that whole year I thought, man, my theme is to find myself, and I feel like I'm not finding myself at all. But I really subconsciously was kind of just figuring out, you know, everything about who I was and what I want and stuff, and I really know a lot more about myself than I did a year ago. So that's one thing I'm really proud of. And then this theme is going to be, well, is be adventurous, because I'm not a very adventurous person. Not that I don't want to be adventurous, but it's just I don't usually take opportunities that I should take, and I just all around just want to be better at being adventurous, taking risks, doing fun things, putting myself out of my comfort zone constantly, because that's a big thing that I want to do, is put myself out of my comfort zone, which is part of being adventurous. So there you go. That's my theme for this year, and I want to know what your guys' themes are for this year. If you do themes, definitely leave a comment below telling me what your theme for this year is. I'm going to be kind of updating you guys as the year progresses with my theme and how everything's going and whatever. And if you want to follow that theme too, be adventurous, give this video a like, because we're in this together. You guys knew this was coming. Books. It is an essential necessity, whatever you want to call it. It is essential to the start of a new year, and it all depends on the books that you read. So I'm not talking about fictional books right now, even though you need fictional books in your life. But I'm talking about, motivational, inspirational type books, especially for the month of January and the first couple months of this year, just to, really get yourself going. And hopefully it's something that sticks, and you'll want to keep reading these types of books throughout the year to keep motivating yourself, keep inspiring yourself, and whatnot. I'm all about inspiration. I'm all about the inspiration. So this first book recommendation I have is by Kate Hudson. It's called Pretty Happy: Healthy Ways to Love Your Body. And this is the queen right here. Another book that I have as a recommendation for you guys is kind of a no-brainer, because I've mentioned this a couple times in a couple of my videos. But this is Cassie Ho's Hot Body Year Round: The Pop Pilates Plan to Get Slim, Eat Clean, and Live Happy Through Every Season. Another one is just more me. These two books, I've read most of them. They're by Lauren Conrad. One is Beauty and one is Style. This was the first one that I got, the Beauty book. This was a Christmas present, I believe, from my mom. Oh, do you hear that? Water damage. It wasn't my fault, okay? Me and my friend Brittany, she was my, little background, she was my freshman roommate. So she was my first roommate ever, and we're still best friends 2 years later, so it's all good, or 3 years later, I guess. But yeah, we were on our way to Florida, and their car started leaking water in the back for some reason. I can't remember what it was. It was the air conditioning or something, and it seeped through my backpack and, just got on the bottom. So thanks for that, Brittany. Just kidding. We had a lot of fun. It was all good. And plus, it's fine. It hasn't ruined anything. Also, Dr. Sleep kind of got ruined. But, I still was able to finish the book, so it's all good. By the way, I've mentioned Dr. Sleep before, but I definitely recommend it. 10 out of 10 would recommend Dr. Sleep by Stephen King. You don't even have to read The Shining first, at least I don't think so. It's more of its own story. You don't have to read it right after The Shining. So, it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, so this taught me a lot just about reading my face. Taught me a lot about acne. It taught me a lot about detoxing. It taught me a lot about makeup in general, of course. A lot about hair, what products that are okay to put in your hair and what products that are not okay. And the same with facial products. Make Your Mind Up by Bethany Moda. So I still have not read this. I know exactly what you're thinking. Rachel, you're like the biggest Bethany Moda fan ever. Why haven't you read this? I don't know, okay? Maybe my subconscious is just afraid of me reading it and then just being done with it. And, I want to savor the moment, okay? Just back off, all right? This is just an inspirational book as well, and I highly recommend it, even though I haven't read it, because I already know it's going to be good, and it has great reviews, so just check it out, okay? Just check it out. It says, My Guide to Finding Your Own Style, Life, and Motivation, because, Moda. Clever. I'm being serious. It's very clever. I love you, Beth. Oh, and of course, in the starter pack, you gotta have a calendar. And not just any calendar. You have to have a fun calendar. A calendar that will inspire you to be the best that you can be. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, yeah, do that for sure. but I have this Thomas Kincaid Disney calendar. I got it off of Amazon. All the pictures are on the back. It's got Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, Pirates of the Caribbean, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. I almost said Ariel, but Little Mermaid, Winnie the Pooh, all that stuff. So I just love this. I got one of his calendars last year for 2017. I got one of these calendars, and it was just, I loved it. So definitely get a fun calendar. Don't get one of those boring calendars where you look at it and you're just like, oh yeah, it's January, it's the 14th. You want to be like, oh yeah, it's January and it's this picture. Oh yeah, I can really relate to this picture. And it's like, oh yeah, look at the colors. Like, you need a calendar like that, okay? Don't sell yourself short. You need a fun calendar. I don't care what you say. I say you need a fun calendar, okay? Just do it. Obviously, at the start of a new year, you need to have some goals picked out. So, for me, if you're interested, stay a while. Let me tell you about my goals. So, I have, obviously the theme for the year is be adventurous. And then I have a couple of resolutions / goals throughout the year, and then I started this thing where I'm going to do monthly goals as well. I'm just going to read you a couple of January goals that I have. Work out 5 to 6 days a week. So I still have not mastered that. Finish reading novels, as I said before. That's a big one. Building credit. More of like, my adulting 101, because I have credit. It's just not, it's good credit. It's not bad credit or anything. I just don't have a lot of it. So I need to build that. So that is, a big thing, is to start to build my credit for this month. I want to write 20 pages of The Watcher, which is the next book in the Nobles series. So I'm hoping I can get that done this month, 20 pages. I think that's fairly reasonable, but who knows? I never know with me. Work on detoxing and taking better care of my body. I've already started that. I've been doing little things. Like I scheduled an appointment with a physical therapist for my knees, because my knees have been kind of giving me some problems. Last year I twisted my left knee when me and my family went snowboarding, and it wasn't glamorous. Like, I wasn't, hitting the slopes and then twisted my knee. I was literally on the belt going up the bunny hill, and I got off wrong, and my board stayed on that belt and kept going, which twisted my leg, which twisted my knee, and then I never got any help for it. So, like therapy or anything like that for it. So then it's just been giving me problems. I can't do certain workouts without straining it. There's times where it just aches. I can't stand for extremely long periods of time like I normally could before, and everything. And as if that wasn't enough, it couldn't have been the right knee, which is a knee that I've injured before during track. I guess maybe, no, I think I'd rather have it done to the same knee. But I stretched out the ligaments in my right knee in middle school, so this was a while back. But yeah, I just think that twisting my left knee just made everything worse and everything. So I'm finally getting physical therapy for that. That's actually the appointment that I'm going to today. So I'm pumped for that. I've been eating less sugar. I've been drinking less caffeine. I've been exercising more often. I'm getting way better. I'm actually going to exercise after this video. Hello, cardio. This is another thing that you can include in your little New Year's starter pack. So I'm really big on inspiration boards and inspiration journals. I've never actually made one. Well, I've started a lot, but I've never finished them. So I got this journal off of Amazon. It was pretty cheap, and you can get lined paper, you can get blank paper, you can get the grid paper, like the squares. But yeah, so I just got this blank black journal so that I could create a cover and a back for it. So I have my quote that I made up that I use for this channel. I want to say this more often, but my saying is dream, wake up, pursue. It's on my banner on my YouTube channel. I just thought that was really cool, and I'd never heard it before, so I thought it was a good one. And then I really wanted this journal to say inspire, so then I added inspire. So I think I'm going to add that to my quote just in general, just for this channel and just for my life and whatever. And then in the back I have be adventurous, because I never want to lose this theme. And then I have the little be adventurous, there you go, you can kind of see it. It says be adventurous 2018, and that's how I'm going to separate the journal. See, it's just blank pages. But that's how I'm going to separate the journals, you know, by year and stuff. I'm just going to put a bunch of pictures in here, just of things I want to do, people that inspire me, quotes that inspire me, just anything that inspires me. And I want to try to keep to the theme for be adventurous. So I want to put a bunch of pictures in there about being adventurous and showing adventure and just stuff like that. And just goals and whatnot, just so that I can, oh, there it is, whatnot. But just so that I can really, you know, put into my subconscious that these things are possible and I can be adventurous and I'm capable of doing all these things and I'm capable of being healthy and I'm capable of being determined and all that jazz. Alright guys, so you make sure to comment down below what your goals or resolutions are for this year, and any videos that you guys would like to see me do, definitely also leave those in the comments down below, right there. Put a smile on my face, click that little like button right there. Just do it. Only if you like the video. You know, I don't want to, you know, be pushy. But like the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just super excited for the new year and just everything that it has to offer. Look out for a video all about my book Nobles coming up. And I'm just pumped, guys. I'm pumped for this year. I don't know what else to say. I'm pumped. Hope you're pumped. We're going to get into this. We're going to have a good time this year. Let's go. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Do not forget to dream, wake up, pursue, and inspire. Bye. I thought it was going to shut off on me. Okay. Itchy nose, itchy nose. Itchy nose. Of thing. Blah, 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 blah. Sometimes I have story ideas and whatnot, and I had to make sure it was still recording. You're like, blah, 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 I can't talk. I keep wanting to say whatnot, and I'm trying not to say whatnot so much, so we'll see. I don't know. Oh gosh, did you hear that back crack? Oh, guys. Excuse me, I've got an itch. Just please give this video a like. Boom. I've never talked so fast in my life.